So coming out for round 4 then, and the New York Southpaw reigning champion Kevin Kelley against the #1 contender from Mexico, Alejandro Gonzalez. And what a cracking fight it is. And we're very impressed, Jim Watt and I, with the Mexican. Bit of a sluggish by his standard start, Kelley, but you certainly can't knock an unbeaten record, 41 not out. We knew he was a good fighter, Jim, when he boxed in Holland and beat a couple of British fighters. What a... This fella really, I don't know how he's been hidden so long, really, Jim. Maybe the boys have been dodging him, I would think. Smart managers say we don't want any part of him.
Well, his speed and his power given Kelley lots of problems. Kelley sharpened up a little bit in the 3rd round, but once again he's standing his ground too long. Needs a lot more movement, needs this little fellow at long range, at least for a few rounds.
Well, where it's going here, you know, there's a chance the big odds-on favourite Kelley could come unstuck. Certainly the crowd know it. I'm not sure whether the champion does. Probably not.
I wonder maybe if he's taken Gonzalez a little bit lightly. But it seems like he's standing his ground too long, trading, which is not really his game. And he usually deals in speed, accuracy, and getting punches together well.
He's getting a bit of a sort of quiet going over, Jim, actually, isn't he? He's taking some stick, Kelley.
Yeah, well, as you said, he's fighting Gonzalez. He's standing there with a loose defence, trying to counter.
Mexican just looking all the time, stands right on top of Kelley. I mean, he really fancies his chance here. He shows it.
See, when Kelley should be backing off, he's staying in punching distance, drawing leads, but the leads are coming too fast and they're catching him. He's not coping with Gonzalez's speed. Looks very, very sluggish. We always question, is it maybe a little bit of weight trouble? I've never seen him as slow as this. Never seen him caught as often.
Yeah, when they drag to do weight, and maybe he hasn't, we're not sure, but if he has done, there's always that split second getting off that reflexes, it affects more than anything, doesn't it, Jim, apart from the speed.
Well, I mean, we all have good nights and bad nights in life, but this is certainly a bad one for Kelley so far. He's landing decent shots, but he's taken too many in return. This little fella can fight all right.
It's almost as though Gonzalez was looking at him and saying, what do you think of that, mate? You didn't expect that, did you? Good round there for the Mexican again. Texas crowd now, they're seeing a lot of good fights with the Canizales brothers. As I was saying earlier, he's fought in Holland, Kevin Kelley. He beat Russell Davison of Salford and the Irishman Richie Foster in one. I'll give you an idea of his class, but of course Gonzalez is just that much better.
I mean, this is shaping up like a little classic. They start every round with a touch of the gloves, very sporting, and then set about trying to tear each other to pieces.
Remember, this is the weight that Britain has Steve Robinson as the WBO version of champion, and Americans are also got Tom Johnson as the IBF.
Gonzalez really getting the punches out well now, head and body, lovely variation, lovely variety.
He really looks the business, doesn't he?
He's walking right through Kelley's defences here. I've never seen Kelley so stationary in any fight.
As you say, Jim, he just might have taken him a bit too lightly, and he can't get it together now.
Well, certainly by his own standards, this is not good work from Kelley. Doing everything wrong, making so many mistakes, and Gonzalez now punishing him for the mistakes.
He's almost pot-shotting at him, Gonzalez. And you could see there, saying, well, you can have that one to the body, that one to the head. It's like he's working out on the punch bag. I mean, Kelley looked back in often. You don't often see him walking away from the opposition.
Well,
and the crowd are booing it.
Yeah, because it's been so good up to now, they want to keep it like that. Favours their man, obviously. But Kelley wants to change. He's the one who's got to change what's happening here. He's got to use his speed. I don't know what he's complaining there to the referee. I don't know what he's complaining about. That was a legitimate shot.
Oh, this is a good stand-up now, and the crowd are loving it. I'm not sure Kelley is. Certainly Gonzalez, you know, he's looking so confident, it's frightening him.
Well, he's the one showing all the composure. He's showing the composure of a champion. His defences are good, his body weight's forward, his chin's down, and he just keeps pumping the punches.
21 years old, remember. This is some fighter. Kelley's got a lot to do to pull this one out now. He really has.
Kelley is beginning to look in serious trouble, Reg. These shots are getting right through everyone.
He's got to hang in now, Kelley. He's always been a courageous fighter. He's had a few rough rides, and he's going to get a few more, but he's courageous enough to hang in there. They love that round, the Mexican support here in Texas.
Look at me. Look at me. You're talking, and you're not listening. Close your eyes. Got a punch. You talk, dude. But now you're not walking away. You're fighting a stubborn fight. That's not what we practice. Look at me. Everybody back home right now is saying, why is he fighting that way? Just like I'm saying. Yeah, I want you, look at me, because you're out here trying to knock him out. I want you to give me the angle.
Well, it's good stuff as we're watching that replay, Jim. He's got it right, hasn't he, Phil Borgia?
Yeah, well, I thought Kelley had chosen the wrong tactics, but hearing what he's saying, I just don't think he can help it. I think his sharpness is missing tonight, and there's nothing else he can do about it.
Sixth round. That's a desperate play there, it sounded, didn't it, with the trainer. He's nothing short of a revelation, this fellow Gonzalez. I mean, you know, as I say, he has never had a real public image, certainly not in the States.
See, I would have thought Kelley would have taken the first 3 or 4 rounds just to try to draw some of the sting from Gonzalez, make him miss, try and confuse him. Break his rhythm, but he's done quite the opposite. He stood trading, and here he's in trouble again.
Tell you what, Jim, he's taken a good shot. He doesn't want to, he's having to, but he's doing it. He's a brave fighter.
There's something missing from Kevin Kelley tonight. Right from the first round, the sharpness was missing. Now he's beginning to take real shots. He's actually getting tuned up.
Oh, got him going now. I'm not surprised that the legs buckled on him there. He's got to take the 8. Let's hope he makes it up. Yes, he's going to do it. Look for a minute as though he may have fallen back on that punch. He's been on the deck before, but he's overcome that, Kelley. But is he going to do with this man?
He's on the verge of being stopped here. These are serious punches coming his way.
Referee's standing off at the moment. He's not getting too close to them. He's looked as though he expects Kelley to fight his way out of trouble, which he may well do.
Well, Reg, we saw Vargas as a superstar, we saw Kelley as the next superstar, but now we may be seeing a third one.
Oh, this is some round, isn't it? What a championship fight. Sort of fight, Jim, where the old-timers say things are not what they used to be. Well, they're really much better than this in terms of quality and excitement.
The body shots are taking the steam out of Kelley as well now, just to add to his problems.
Poor, now he's coming back well, but what a gutsy fighter. I mean, he shipped so much punishment there, he's entitled to sing. I think maybe Gonzalez is a bit surprised there, Jim, that he couldn't finish it.
Well, the only danger I can see for Gonzalez is if he runs out of steam, if he punches himself out, because he's throwing plenty of punches. But they're having an effect on Kelley. I think Kelley obviously coming off worse here.
Swelling around the right eye there, the champion. Do they need a breather? Have a look at the knockdowns in replay.
Well, every punch could score a knockdown. Now, look at the delayed effect on it. Nothing else landed. But you see look at the way the legs have gone here. That was a tremendous punch. A credit to Kelley's toughness that he come back from that.
I'm staggered actually with his comeback from that. He tried to finish the round the best he could there, Kelley. Sort of pulled himself together, got in a few punches, but overall it's a 2-point round anyway with a knockdown.
Well, Kelley's corner know the tactics are wrong. He knows the tactics are wrong, but he can't change them. He's just having one of these nights, Reg, where he can't get his act together. These are vicious shots.
Everything he does is so destructive, Gonzalez. Oh dear, is it going to tune him up here completely? Looks the crowd are going crazy.
Kelley's got nothing left.
You'd think this fight was in Mexico City instead of San Antonio, but it's packed with Mexican fans. They know all about this fella, Alejandro Gonzalez, not to be confused with Miguel. Oh, there's a surprise. I think he might have slipped a bit in there as well, a bit of wet on the canvas.
Yeah, that was a different knockdown from Kelley's.
Yeah, it's just, he's still, Jim, the judges will still probably give a point.
Well,
they're instructed to, yeah.
As a knockdown.
Yeah, he got to the 8 count.
But what a show of courage from Kelley. He's actually coming back here.
He could have fooled me, Jim. I'd have lost my money on that, but he came back after that round.
I thought it was on the way out. He's actually coming back.
Go a long way to see a better fight than this, wouldn't you? It's a real cracker.
Well, it's early, Reg, but this could be the fight of the year we're looking at now.
It's not the old swing and a prayer stuff that often makes fights of the year, Jim. I mean, it's all good class fighting, isn't it? Accurate
Everything
punching.
about the fight, yeah, everything quality. But Gonzalez the one with the snap and the punches, the power. I can't believe Kelley's actually coming back and going to win this round.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in there with a shot after what we've been saying about Gonzalez as well. To emphasise, he is the one who's unbeaten as a professional than Kevin Kelley.
I wonder if Gonzalez is maybe blowing a bit now. Maybe he's used up too much steam. But Kelley, for the first time, looking the stronger of the two.
The veteran at 27 compared to the challenger at 21. With 41 fights against 36 of Gonzalez.
Gonzalez has put out a lot of what he must be feeling the pace now.
Yeah, through his own efforts rather than what he's been receiving. Some fight, he certainly made a good comeback there, actually, Kelley. I'm surprised about that.
You know, you're giving me grey hairs thinking you're Marvin Hagler and Matthew Saad Muhammad. You got me? Stop the crap. Billy!
Well, again, good advice from Kelley's corner. But I mean, that was a tremendous round. Here he looked on the way out. Actually, the referee at this stage could have stepped in, but Kelley managed to get some punches back. Then he actually floors the challenger. Okay, it was a little bit of a flash knockdown, maybe part of a slip, part of a knockdown, but that was a good left hook, and his legs have gone. It wasn't particularly hurt, but it was a good leg.